Let's talk about goal setting, and specifically the reason why you will want to set unrealistic goals for yourself. This is my personal opinion on why setting unrealistic goals is actually better for you than setting realistic goals. And let's go ahead and talk about that. By the end of this video, I hope that you understand why I personally set what people consider crazy, unrealistic goals, why I believe it is the best method of goal setting, and maybe by the end of the video, you'll want to do the same thing along with me. So let's go ahead and dive into that. If you're new to the channel, my name is Chris, and I am really on this channel. Whatever I find helpful and useful for my life is something that I talk to about as well. Whatever is helpful for me, hopefully is helpful for you. If you like the content, consider hitting subscribe. So let's go ahead and dive into it. And let's start by talking about what realistic goals are. Realistic goals are really just there to stop you from creating disappointment in your life. The reason that people want you to set realistic goals is because they want you to feel that you can achieve it. Because if you feel like you can achieve something, what you have right there behind that is the emotion of faith. And when you back something with the emotion of faith and confidence and belief in yourself, you're actually more capable of accomplishing something. In fact, you will probably never accomplish anything that you don't believe you can accomplish. There has to, at some level, be at least a seed of belief and faith in yourself for you to actually accomplish something that you set your mind to. The seed of faith must be planted, and an actual expression of faith is expressed through physical action. So having a belief must be present for you to accomplish any goal that you set for yourself. So then the reason people have you set realistic goals is what they're really saying is they want you to set goals that you believe in. Now, the other part of it is to have you set goals that don't leave you disappointed. Let's say you set an absolutely insane goal, right? An unrealistic goal, and you didn't accomplish it. What people commonly feel is this feeling of disappointment, feeling like they let themselves down, feeling like they didn't have what it takes to actually accomplish this goal. What this creates is a negative emotional state now where you're dealing with the appointments of maybe not feeling good enough and, everything that comes along with that. So what you're really doing by setting realistic goals for yourself is setting yourself up to have confidence and believe something and avoid the negative state of disappointment. Now, the reason why I personally set unrealistic goals, the goals that I think other people probably look at me and they think I'm insane, they think I'm an absolute lunatic, right? Is because it comes down to this saying that I heard a very long time ago that I believe to be very true, right? If you shoot for the moon, you might land among the stars. It's this concept of even if you miss, and you set an absolutely insane goal, you're still going to be miles ahead of the person that set a realistic goal. So what we really want to do in this process of setting unrealistic goals, and that puts you in a very good position to actually accomplish these goals, is to set a goal that is so big that it's actually inspirational. Because what you're taking advantage of in this situation with an unrealistic goal is now you have an inspiration that is pulling you towards action because you have so much positive energy and emotion to this idea that you have of accomplishing this bigger unrealistic goal that you have maybe now set for yourself. The next thing that you'll want to do is actually get rid of any expectation of where you should be in relationship to that goal. Remember, disappointment is created from expectation of where you should be, how far along to be in that goal and whatnot. Get rid of all expectations of what should be happening, because that's what creates that negative emotional state. So what we're actually doing inside of our psychology is we're setting up this really good positive pull towards action that gets us to take action consistently. We're getting rid of the expectation to so that we're essentially mitigating that component of disappointment. And now what we actually want to do is we want to develop awareness, a consistent metacognitive, introspective awareness. What this actually means is that you're creating a mental state inside of your brain where you're constantly monitoring the activities of your own mind. And what you want to do from there is actually convince yourself to believe that you are capable of accomplishing what you set for yourself. Because most of the time, these unrealistic goals can actually be accomplished through the development not only of faith that the goal can be accomplished, but actually through self-confidence of convincing yourself that you can personally do it. What I like to think of as a story of Roger Bannister. There was this 4-minute mile that nobody thought could be broken, right? It got to the point where everybody said the 4-minute mile was biologically impossible to break. It got to the point with this 4-minute mile idea that even doctors were confirming to people that if you ran faster than a 4-minute mile, your heart would explode because it was just biologically impossible. And then comes along Roger Bannister, right? I believe this happened, 50, 60 years ago, something like it, a long time ago. And then he broke the 4-minute mile. He got 3 minutes, 59 seconds on the mile, and everybody was just blown away. The 4-minute mile had been broken. That same year, 13 other people broke the 4-minute mile. What really happened in that situation was what people believed was altered. And because it was altered, their self-confidence grew, and now more people were capable of breaking the 4-minute mile because somebody else had done it. So if you're in a situation where you are maybe kind of like me and you want to set unrealistic goals for yourself and you just want to live your ideal best life possible, all you really need to do is develop that self-confidence and belief in yourself that you can actually do it, and then you will start to take the actions necessary. You will start making the plans you need to make. You will start coming up with the ideas you need to have, and you will start forming and shaping your actions to fall in line with this goal. And as you come together and you start aligning with everything that needs to be done to take the necessary actions and to create that life that you want for yourself, you will actually be able to accomplish those unrealistic goals, those goals that other people might think you're insane, that you're crazy for, but it's okay because those things can actually happen. One of my favorite things was when I made this series on my vlog. It was called the TikTok Famous Before It's Banned series, right? When this whole thing of banning TikTok was going around. And I remember I set this goal of going from like 0 to 100,000 followers, and it was like, I only had like a month and a half to do it, right? And that goal seemed kind of like insane to me at that time. It was something that I didn't, think was actually possible. Some of my friends had some success on TikTok. They had like 20 or 30 or 50,000 followers and whatnot. But I set this goal to go from 0 to 100,000 followers, and I gave myself a month and a half to do it. And then I vlogged it. So I put myself in this really embarrassing situation, essentially, where if I didn't accomplish it, it was going to look like a total failure to everybody else. But I said, I'm just going to give it a shot. I'm going to believe in myself. And I remember to the day, I said I was going to accomplish this goal by September 30th, and it was on September 30th of 2020, down to the actual 1 p.m. at September 30th that I accomplished this goal. And so this unrealistic goal that maybe was totally outlandish actually became a reality because I allowed myself to believe in it. I got rid of all expectations of where I should be, and I allowed myself to fully pursue this unrealistic goal. And now I feel like the confidence that gave me to be able to believe that anything is possible is just more affirmed that, life is full of miracles that are capable of changing everything in our lives for the better. So that does it for this video. If you enjoyed the content, consider hitting subscribe and also joining the Patreon and supporting me as a creator. Thanks so much. See you on the next one.